This is my unboxing for Book of the Month, and I apologize for my voice. It's allergy season. So, Book of the Month is, you can try it for only $5, and each month you're going to get 5 books to choose from. You can either pick a selection or skip. So it's super easy, and each book is selected by a different judge. They have a panel of fixed judges, and then they're going to have a guest judge every month. So it's a really neat subscription, and they really feature a variety of books. So, you know, they try to please everybody. So I was sent all of the books for review, so we can kind of review them together. So when you subscribe, your book is going to come in a box like this. When you open it, that's what it looks like. And then the book is going to be sealed in plastic with a cardboard piece at the bottom and then a bookmark. And they make sure that the corners are not dinged up or anything. So each bookmark has the featured judge, their name, and then a little message about the book or their experience reading the book. So the first book is called Killers of the Flower Moon: The Osage Murders and the Birth of the FBI. Sounds interesting. Okay, so this takes place in the 1920s, and it says that members of the Osage, I guess is how you say it, Indian Nation in Oklahoma were being killed off. And they were targeting different people, and then other people kind of stepped up to try to stop this injustice, and then they themselves ended up being murdered. And as the death toll climbed, the FBI took over, and it was the organization's first major homicide case. But then they ended up messing up the investigation. And it says J. Edgar Hoover turned to a former Texas Ranger named Tom White to unravel the mystery, and he put together an undercover team including an American Indian agent in the Bureau. Together with the Osage, they began to expose one of the most chilling conspiracies in American history. This looks really interesting. Alright, that's book 1. Alright, so the title of the next book is called One Day This Will Matter. And then this woman is, so she's a woman of color, and she grew up in Canada. And this book is kind of a story about her life and some of the horrific things she had to deal with. Shaving her knuckles in grade school, to a shopping trip gone horribly awry, to dealing with internet trolls, to feeling out of place at an Indian wedding as an Indian woman. And it says, to parsing the trajectory of fears and anxieties that have pressed upon her immigrant parents and bled down a generation. Alongside these personal stories are pointed observations about her life as a woman of color, where every aspect of her appearance is open for critique. Right, that's book number 2. Alright, so this next book is called Startup. And this is about a guy named Mac. And he has this, you know, $1 million idea. And he gets in a relationship with a woman who also works in the same place he does, named Katya. She's a journalist and trying to make her big break and get her name out there. And her boss is named Sabrina. And apparently this big scandal happens between Katya and Mac. And Sabrina ends up getting caught up in the middle, and this big $1 million idea ends up going viral for all the wrong reasons. And so Katya and Sabrina end up working on writing the story that all the men in their lives wished to remain untold. So, this probably is a book my husband might read, I'm not sure. The next one is The Impossible Fortress, a novel. Alright, it says, until May of 1987, 14-year-old Billy Marvin of Westbridge, New Jersey is a nerd, but a decidedly happy nerd. Afternoons are spent with his buddies, watching copious amounts of television, gorging on Pop-Tarts, debating who will win the brawl. Rocky Balboa or Freddy Krueger, Bruce Springsteen or Billy Joel, Magnum P.I. or T.J. Hooker, and programming video games on his Commodore 64 late into the night. Then Playboy magazine publishes photos of Wheel of Fortune hostess Vanna White. Billy meets expert programmer Millie Zielinski, and everything changes. The last one is called American War, and this takes place in the future. It's like 2074. And apparently oil is outlawed, And there's all kinds of unmanned drones flying the sky, but they're not really there for protection. And there's all of these refugee camps, and basically America is just a mess and at war. And it says, American War is a hauntingly told story of the immeasurable ruin of war. In a nation, community, a family, an individual, it's a novel that considers what might happen if the United States were to turn its most devastating policies and weapons upon itself. And that is the last book. So those are the books for April. And if you like to read, you can try this subscription out for only $5. Really affordable, and they're all hardback. Really nice books. So nothing cheaply done with a subscription. So check out the written review for more information. Again, the coupon code is going to be linked down below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.